Hello and welcome to the channel. Just hold on, bear with me for a minute. Let me just make sure that you guys can hear me so we can go ahead and jump into this and get started. Just give me one moment. Please bear with me. Welcome to the channel. If you're tuning in, just let me know where you're tuning in from, where you're watching from, and if you're catching the replay, also let me know where you're watching from. Okay, drop me something in the chat just to let me know that you are with me. I think you guys can hear me. Yep, I think you can hear me good and clear. All right, welcome to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, I am your manifestation bestie, and this is your favorite space for all things manifestation because I give it to you real, raw, and uncut. I tell you the truth, and I don't sugarcoat it for you. Okay. Welcome to this live. This is actually my first live, and I'm so excited. So thank you guys for joining me. And like I said, if you're catching the replay, drop me some hearts in the chat. Just let me know you're here. All right. Tonight, I'm going to dive into a topic that I have had so many people ask me about, so many people trying to manifest, and I'm going to get deep into this topic. And I'm going to tell you how you can align your energy to calling your SP. If you have tried everything from affirmations, visualizations, and none of that shit seems to be working, listen to me. Stop stressing about it. There's no need to stress about that, okay? Because your SP is already yours. It's already done. Stop stressing about the when, the how, the where, the 3D, the 3P, the whatever. Stop stressing about that. You got to know that this is your reality. And the only reason why that your SP is showing up in that way is because it's something internal with you that's thinking that you're not good enough and you're not worthy. And you keep replaying this same BS SP, okay? Listen to me. When I first started on this journey, my SP was a straight asshole. Like, I was like, wow, did I really manifest this type of man? But yeah, he was an asshole. He wasn't loving, he wasn't kind, he wasn't caring. And I had to think about it. It was things that I was saying and thinking, and he showed up just like I was thinking. It was me that manifested that 3P. It was me that manifested a non-committal man. That was me. But see, when I started shifting everything and I started putting my energy on myself, it was game over. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I worked on my self-concept so much to where I didn't even want this man. This man was literally chasing me, trying to get me to be with him. And I'm like, I don't want to be with you. I want something better. I just don't want it no more. So, hey, I manifested my new SP and he's the bomb.com from the start. But don't get me wrong. If you want to manifest your SP, you can do that. You can have that. That's on you. I worked on myself so much till I realized I deserve the best and I deserve someone better than that. I mean, it's no hard feelings with my SP. If I see him, I'm like, hey, what's up? But it's just, I wanted something different after working on my self concept. So, but this is not for those that want something different. This is for those that want that their person, okay? This is for you. Okay, so I shared my personal story with you. I was overthinking things. I was obsessing, and those things wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me. It was only when I started focusing on myself and start realizing that I am worthy, I deserve the best. It was only then when my SP was ready for a commitment, ready for something, but I wasn't ready for something with him because I was on the throne. I was on the throne. I was up there, and I was attracting men that was wanting commitment like from day one because I had focused so much on working on me. I started like getting in the mirror doing mirror work, and I'm just telling y'all my story. What works for me might not work for you. You got to find out what works for you. I was getting in the mirror every morning, speaking to myself, putting life in myself, taking care of myself, pouring into me, working on my business, exercising. Like I was really loving on myself. Once a week, I'll buy myself flowers once a week. I had non-negotiable things that I would do once a week. And I started pouring into me. I stopped doing SP affirmations and I started doing affirmations for Jackie. What made Jackie feel good? What made Jackie look good? And that's what I started doing. And once I turned my focus on him, it was like, okay, I'm ready for a commitment. I'm ready because you're the woman of my dreams. And I just want to be with you. And I want to be with you. And I want to be with you. But I manifested another SP that offered me everything that I want the first time around. And it was just, I think when I worked so much on my self concept, I I just felt like I didn't need him like that anymore. I didn't need him to validate me because I validated myself. You know, I had to shift everything and align myself with what I really want. And that's what was the turning point for me. The turning point was focusing on myself, loving on myself, taking care of myself, putting me first. And once I started doing that, everything started shifting. Like the results was shifting, like the energy was better. I was aligning with the person that was on the same level as me, you know? But don't get me wrong. If you want your SP and you want to manifest this, your SP is nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging you at all. I'm just sharing with you my story. Like I told you from the beginning, I keep it real and raw and uncut, you know? So that's my story. But I'm going to teach you the three pillars of manifesting your SP. And I promise you, if you implement this, there's no reason why you won't have your Pacific person. Point one, you got to know that your thoughts create. See, your thoughts is creating the version of your SP that you're constantly seeing, constantly showing up. It's your thoughts. If you're thinking that your SP's not committed to you, or your SPs don't see your worth, you're going to get that. He or she's going to show up just like that. If you think it's a third party, it's going to show up, okay? Because you're creating that. You're creating him or her. So, like, if you're saying that, oh, he never calls me, she's ignoring me, you are reinforcing that into your reality. And so, you got to shift that. You got to shift that to, instead of he's never calling me or she's never texting me, say things such as, I'm always committed to. Anyone that I'm interested in is interested in me. I don't have to call them, they always call me. Take the focus off of that one person and just shift it to whoever I'm interested in is interested in me. They love being around me. They're obsessed with me. They love me. You know, those are affirmations that you can say just to repeat to yourself over and over. Point number two is your self concept. That's everything, like I spoke about before. See, you don't chase your SP. You become the version of you that's chosen. You become the version of you that's loved, that's worthy. And I'm going to give you an example. With the girl who knows she's adored, who knows she's loved, who knows she's safe, check her phone 20 times a day. Would she check his social media page if she knew she was loved and chosen and committed to? No, because she knows she's loved. She knows she's committed to. She knows that she's protected. That's why I always tell people to focus on your self-concept first. Focus on you first. When you focus on you, things are going to shift. Some of my favorite self-concept affirmations are, I am loved, I am chosen, I'm easily committed to. If I'm interested in anybody, they are always interested in me. So speak affirmations over yourself daily. Point three, detach and just trust the process. I'm not saying let go, okay? I'm not saying that. But you got to stop looking for the evidence in the 3D. You got to know that when you plant that seed, you don't dig it up, you water it, and you let it grow on its own. And with this, you're watering it with your belief. You're watering it with your affirmations, with your scripting. You got to think of it like as you going in a restaurant and you place your order. Do you keep checking with the waitress and asking her, where's my food? Where's my food? No, you don't. So that's the same thing with manifesting your SP. You don't check the 3D. The 3D is just an illusion. Okay? It got to catch up with your 4D and your 5D. It got to catch up with what you're manifesting. You got to practice living in the end. You have to live so much in the end that you ignore your 3D. And don't get me wrong, that 3D will try to play with you because you're so accustomed to your old beliefs that they're going to try to creep back in. But you got to stay focused and you got to know, okay, I got to live in the end. If I'm manifesting my SP, I got to live in the end. And that's what you have to do, live in the end. All right, number 4, a guided mini practice. We're going to do this together, okay? I want you to take a few deep breaths, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to release anything, any tension, any beliefs, just release it. And I want you to imagine that your SP is walking into the room right now with you. They're smiling at you. Feel that warmth of being chosen, loved, wanted. What is your body doing? Look at the smile on your person's face. They are so happy to see you. What's the feeling in your chest? I want you to stay in that emotion for a moment, okay? I'm going to let you have that moment. You look amazing, and your SP knows you look amazing. See, that is your manifestation power. That's the vibration that you want to hold. I know that felt good, right? See, that is what you do. You live in the end. You don't get caught up in your 3D because it will try to say, hey, we're not used to commitment. We're not used to love. We're not used to being worthy. We're not used to these things. And that's okay. Your brain is just trying to keep you safe. That's why you meditate. You do EFT tapping. You do things to help you align with living in the end. You do things that help you to stay in the end. When that 3D starts showing its ass, and believe me, y'all, it's going to show its ass. You better get to it wherever you can, and you better be affirming. I'm going to give you an example. The 3D, when I tell you it was playing with me today, it was playing with me. It tested me today. But I got to myself and I started affirming in my head. I'm going to tell you what I was doing. I was affirming in my head and listening at meditation at the same time. Because, see, I refuse to repeat that cycle. If you react, you're going to get a repeated cycle. So don't react. I know it's hard not to, but don't. And when your 3D starts showing you things that you don't want to see, you start affirming it. Get you some headphones. I keep headphones with me. Put them headphones on your ear, and I have meditations on my channel, and you play that and affirm at the same time because we're gonna knock that 3D out the way. All right. So live in the end of you and your SP are together. You're worthy. You're loved. You're protected. You're safe. And if you need to come back to that visualization part daily, come back to it. And trust me, this video is not edited, so you're going to get it is what it is, okay? Come back to that and keep yourself in that moment of being with your person. Keep yourself in that moment. Listen, what you're manifesting and what you're desiring is already yours. That's why you have that desire to want it. I know things may get hard, and it's only getting hard because your mind is trying to keep you safe. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to have those days. But look, you got to know, whatever you desire, whatever you want, you can have. It's law. It's law. If you want $1,000,000, you can have that. It's the law. All right, y'all. If you're watching the replay, I want you to type in in the chat, "It's done." Just to affirm that your SP is already yours. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you came in late, go back and watch this video because it's a good one. I promise you it is. It's real raw and uncut. And I'm trying to have it where I can go live at least twice a week, but I need feedback. I need to know what you want to see. Do you like it? You don't like it? I just need to know. I need to hear from y'all. Stay in the moment. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you like this video. If it encouraged you, let me know. I'm going to try to start doing more lives on manifestation, love, money, self-concept. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss it, okay? And if you're ready to go deeper, I do have a coaching program. I have scripting bundles. Whatever you need, I got you, all right? Well, join me next week because I am going to go live next week. If I can figure this thing out, if this sound and everything is working, if I can figure it out, I'm going to try to do this at least once to twice a week. Okay, so any topics that y'all need to hear or y'all want to know more about, just message me. I'll be happy to do it because my thing is I want to make sure that you don't ever have to really listen to me again because manifestation is easy. Once you figure it out and once you realize that it's you that's creating all the bull crap in your life, it's game over. See, when I figure out it was me that was manifesting my SP and it was me that was giving those, he was showing up shitty because it was me. It was me. If you're joining me, drop in the comments. Let me know where you're from. I love to know where you guys are from. But see, it was me. It was because I had these thoughts that he was with somebody or he wasn't ready for commitment. It was me. And when I shift that, and when I tell y'all I did a 360, I focused all those affirmations that I was doing of SP loves me, SP obsessed. That didn't work for me. Because see, then I was putting him on the pedal. He was on that pedestal. And he should never be on the pedestal. I'm the queen. And that's the type of energy you got to have. You're the king or queen. You don't put no man or woman on a pedestal. No. And see, that's what I was doing. And a lot of my coaching clients, they do the same thing. We put them on the pedestal. Checking his page twice, 3 times, 4 times a day. Seeing if why he haven't messaged me. Man, that energy there, I'll never go back to that. Never. That's why I tell everybody, work on yourself first. Work on your self-concept. Then once you work on yourself, anybody you want, you can have. You can have them like it ain't nothing. And not only are you going to be able to have them, they're going to commit to you. And they're going to commit to you easily. It's going to be so easy for you to have exactly every single thing you want. Okay? So go ahead and make sure you like it. Let me know if you're catching the replay. Hit replay. Join me next week because I'm going to try to make this part of my routine where I go live to talk to you guys about certain things. I know SP is a hot topic because that's all my coaching clients. That's all I hear all day. I want to manifest my SP. You're already to manifest them. You just got to align your energy. And once you do, it's game over. You don't let the 3D trick you out your spot because that's what it's going to do. The 3D is going to play with you. It's going to be like, hey, remember we used to not feel worthy? Remember we used to not want a commitment? Remember that? Let's go back to that. But it's up to you to stand your ground and be like, nah, I know I deserve a commitment. I know I deserve love. I know I deserve a relationship. I deserve good things in my life. And when you learn that, when you really learn that you deserve the best, it's game over. Can't nothing or nobody shake you. It's game over. Is it going to take time? Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to take time because you're so accustomed of probably being in toxic relationships. And it's okay. We're human. We all been there. We're not taught to learn to love ourselves completely. And that's okay. We're learning. So what you do, you learn to love yourself. Once you learn to love yourself, SP has no choice but to commit, or you be like me. You get something better. And that's what I did because I didn't want my SP once I did my self-concept. Once I gave it to myself and did what I had to do, I didn't want him. He wanted me. He wanted commitment. He wanted love. He wanted all that. But I was on, my vibration was so high, I attracted somebody that gave me everything that I want the first time around. And I just didn't feel like he was worthy of me because I felt like I was a queen. So if you're joining in, let me know where you're joining in from. Make sure you like this video, okay? And go back and catch the replay if you missed this. So that's the secret. In order to get your SP, in order to get your SP to commit, be with you, if it's a third party, whatever, the trick is love yourself. Put yourself first. Take them off the pedestal. They don't belong there. You do. See, this is your reality. You create it. If they're showing up shitty, you done created that. Focus on yourself. And sometimes you just got to step back. And it's okay to step back from them. Because if you're anxious, if they don't call you, this is how you know you got to step back. If you're anxious because they don't call you, if you checking their page several times a day, if you're making up stories in your head, that's how you know you got to work on your self-concept. Because see, when you work on your self-concept, can't nobody shake you. Can't nobody shake you. You wouldn't care if they call you or not, because you know who you are. All right, guys, I enjoyed hanging out with you tonight. First live, I hope it goes well. Hope I don't have to delete this. But if you're catching a replay, just hit replay, and because I love to know where you guys are watching from. I love to talk to y'all because I like to see what's going on in your life. All right, I'll definitely see you guys next week. I'm hopefully we can make this thing a weekly thing. All right, have a good one.